and today we're going to be talking about Apple TV. This is a new application from Apple. Gives us a whole bunch of options as far as content from movies, TV shows. You can do this on several devices as well. You can also look at your purchased content from previous years, such as movies and TV shows as well, which we're going to show and talk about. When you first launch the Apple TV app, more than likely after you sign in, you will get a window that looks just like this, and you get some options. The very first one is Start Watching. Takes you directly to the application, which I'll show in just a moment or two. They also have a Take a Quick Tour option right below. Clicking on that gives you some information about the different content that's on here. It walks through 5 or 6 slides, and it's actually showing 6 right on the bottom. And they're going to talk about the movies and TV shows, how you can pause and play, resume your content if you happen to stop watching it and want to come back 3 days later. The other one is the Apple TV app does everything from your purchased content to renting TV shows and movies if you're not purchasing it. And then also Apple's new TV Plus streaming service as well. So now that we've seen kind of the Welcome To window, we're going to go up to the top left and close this window. The very next option that we're going to go talk about is we're going to talk about the pricing and some of the options. So on Apple's website, they have a whole Apple TV Plus section. You would basically come in here to Apple's website, and they have a dedicated TV button now. As you scroll down this window, it's going to show the different content, some of the previews of the originals. Apple does make original content that is only available on the Apple TV Plus service, and this is the part I wanted to get to. So similar to Netflix and Hulu and many other services, there is a charge to the Apple TV Plus service. But you have some great options. One, if you happen to purchase a new Apple device, let's say you got a new laptop, a new iPad, a new iPhone, they're giving you an option of getting a free 1-year service on Apple. No charge at all. There is a button here for checking eligibility. The other nice thing is if you had just purchased this device the first time you launch the Apple TV Plus application, it will basically pop up on your window and let you know if you're getting that free 1-year bonus. If not, you can come to apple.com and take a look. After your free trial service ends, the other option you have here, or if you did not purchase a new device, you get a 7-day free trial that you can kind of browse, play around, see if there's enough content that you actually enjoy, and then it's $4.99 a month. I've told many customers for only $4.99, it's definitely very economically priced compared to some of the other services that start at around $10 a month. And I'm going to go ahead and scroll down the list here, and they have new releases, they have original content. There's the morning show that happens to have Jennifer Aniston and Steve Carell on it. That is nowhere else. And you can come down, they have a full lineup. And then the other great thing is, and I do like this on this part of the site, they show you that you can use this service on all of your Apple products. You happen to have a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro, an iPad, any iPad you have can support it, all of the iPhones, and then Apple does have an Apple TV, which is a streaming box, very similar to Roku, Google's Chromecast services, something where they actually physically plug into your television. The Apple TV has a dedicated remote, which is nice. And I will keep going down here. Watch Apple TV anywhere. And right here we have a compatibility list. PCs, Samsung smart TVs have it built in. Roku players and built-in Roku TVs have it. Amazon now supports it on their Fire TV sticks. And you can see there is a ton of different options built in for you. So you can use this Apple TV Plus service on many devices. And then as you go down, there is kind of questions and answers that you can go through and take a look at. With that said, we're going to go ahead and go down to the icon on the bottom of our dock. If it is not here, when you click on Launchpad, it will show this icon somewhere in there. So this is the logo. It says picture of an apple with TV next to it. We're going to go ahead and click on that. The very first time, like I mentioned earlier, we just did the quick tour. When you hit start watching, it may either ask you ahead of time or afterwards to type in your Apple ID and Apple password. This is the same password and user account you used to use on the App Store, on your iPad and your iPhone. It ties into iCloud. We're going to go ahead and hit start watching. And this takes us to the user interface, everything we see visually in here. Scrolling up and down this page gives us options for some of the content that's included. We also have access to movies and TV shows that we can either purchase or rent. And it is very straightforward, I tell everyone. If you go to something and you click on that kind of small icon, it will load the next page. If something is available and it shows a dollar amount next to it, that is not included in Apple TV Plus, but it does show you the pricing, and you will typically have both a renting option and a buying option. This one happens to be $17.99 to own this movie. The other option I have is to rent the movie for $3.99. Once I hit play, I have 24 hours to finish watching this. This is really nice. You start a movie, you watch 30 minutes of it, you find out you have to go do something else 2 hours later. You could come back in the night, hit play, and you could start right off where you left off or from the very beginning. After 24 hours, it obviously expires, and then you'd have to rent it or purchase it again. Once you purchase an item, whether it's a movie or a TV show, you own that. Whether it's a TV show, a season of TV shows, one movie or 10 movies, you don't ever have to worry about that going away. So if it's something you absolutely love or it's one of your favorite movies, like I have a collection of mine, once you've purchased it, you don't ever have to spend a dime again, and you could go look at it in your library, which I'm going to show in just a moment. So we have the back button in the top left. We're going to click on that. And just like I said, you can go up and down this content here just to take a look and see everything they have. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the top of the screen here. And if you happen to touch on a service that is included with it, you will notice Apple TV Plus. There's no dollar sign next to it at all. I could play this episode for free, and it does not cost any money at all. Hitting the back button again, there is arrows. If I slide through here, this will also show previews of different content as well. At the very top of the screen, we have several buttons: movies, TV shows, kids, and library. Under movies, this breaks it down to just every movie that is on the Apple TV Plus service. So The Banker, you will see again, this is an option where this is included in that price point. You do not have to pay anything for it, of course. You can download this. So let's say you don't have an internet connection and you want to be able to watch this. You're in a hotel and they don't provide Wi-Fi. This actually puts it on your device, your computer, your iPad, your phone, and you can watch this whenever works for you. TV shows, same idea. We're getting out of the movie realm and we're going into seasons or individual TV shows. As you go up and down here, you have options for different networks. You can watch specific networks if you're already paying for them on cable TV or any other service you happen to have. And as I go down, same idea, more content. Kids breaks it down to just everything that's meant for kids as far as movies and TV shows. And again, clicking on any one of these will show you whether it's a free or paid service. And then the last one is library. Clicking on that library button basically tells you and shows you every single movie or TV show you happen to have inside here. Browsing Watch Now, we didn't have anything in there. If I were to come in here and purchase, let's say, a $20 movie, under my library button, every single movie, TV show, anything I own, a series of TV shows, shows up inside here. I have movies that I purchased 5 years ago, 7 years ago, and they still retain in my library inside here. So I tell everyone, don't ever feel bad about buying a movie or a TV show, especially if it's one of your favorite options. I've bought in whole TV seasons and it's worked great. I've bought some of my individual movies that I've watched 20 or 30 times. Either way, it's totally up to you. I'm going to go ahead and go back to Watch Now. And the last one we're going to talk about is this Watch Now service. Clicking up there allows us to look for anything on the Apple TV service. So I could type in something as simple as Star Wars. And when it looks for it, it shows me every movie from left to right, every TV show. And again, there is little arrows next to each one to browse through this content. Clicking on any one of them shows us the preview, the details about the actual video itself. The other one that is really nice, if it's a movie you're looking at purchasing or maybe a TV show, they typically give you a preview to watch. It varies anywhere from about a minute to 3 minutes, but you'll get a pretty good idea if it's something that looks interesting. Going farther down, it does show the different actors that were in that movie. And other nice thing is there is ratings inside here, so you can get an idea of how many people absolutely loved this or hated it. And that is it, guys. That is the Apple TV application and the Apple TV Plus service. I've told several customers I'm excited about the content they're going to add into the future here. I'm going to go ahead and go back to Watch Now, the landing page. Right now, since I am signed in, this row of movies right here are the movies I own. And again, I can watch this at any time at my convenience. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, throw them in the comments below. Or if you happen to be watching this and you come into our store locally, we have the Apple TV on demo and we can answer any questions you would like. Thank you and have a great day.